Hello everybody, it's Lemon here and welcome back to another Wild Horse Islands video. So today we are going to be talking about the height stat update, which is the next update coming to Wild Horse Islands. It is coming on Friday, August 11th at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So a lot of you guys are
pretty
probably
soon.
wondering how this is going
Now,
to work.
if you don't
and
already
what
know,
exactly
Staple
is
Island Part
happening,
2
so
was
that is
supposed
what
to
I
be
will
coming
sharing with
next,
you guys
but it
today.
got postponed because people wanted a different update before that one. Not really sure why you would want height stat before Stable Island, because I was really looking forward to Stable Island, honestly. But don't worry, Stable Island Part 2 has been rescheduled to release on Friday, November 10th. So it is coming back. You're just going to have to wait a couple months. Now, let's get started into what is coming during the height stat update. So a height stat is going to be added, obviously, because that's the title, which will determine the actual physical size of your horse. So the height will be measured in hands high, or HH for short. Now, one hands high is equivalent to 4 inches. So I'll talk about that later. But each horse has a standard height and a size range that's appropriate for their breed. Heights at or around the standard height will be most common, whereas heights at the short or tall end of the size range will be the most rare. So for example, let's give a quarter horse. So the standard height would be 15.1 hands high, which is the equivalent of 60.4 inches tall. Hands high is just the standard unit of measurement that horses are typically measured in. And then its standard range is 1 hands high, so I believe that means that it could go 1 hands high above 15.1 and 1 hands high below 15.1. So 15.1 is the most common height, and then the most rare heights would obviously be the tallest and the shortest, which would be 14.1 hands high and 16.1 hands high. Okay, so I just did a whole bunch of research on the other breeds in Wild Horse Islands and their height ranges. So I got most of my information from a website called the Spruce Pets, and then I got the information about the Frisians from Wikipedia because I could not find it on there. So the Appaloosa's height range was between 14.2 to 16 hands high. So this is just most likely the ranges for the horses when they come out, because that's how they are in real life. Not 100% though, so don't quote me on this one, but I did research and this is what I found. And then the paint horses range from 14 to 16 hands high, the thoroughbred 15 to 17 hands high, the Akulteki 14 to 16 hands high, the Andalusian, I couldn't really find a range, but the average was 15.1 hands high. The Arabian 14 to 16 hands high, the Frisian 14.2 to 17 hands high, the Percheron 15 to 19 hands high, and the Clydesdale 16 to 18 hands high. So horses are different heights based on their breeds. So in game we will probably get heights similar to what I'm showing you now. Not sure if they'll 100% be exact, based on what source you use, they're probably going to be slightly different, but for the most part I think that these are going to be the height ranges. So you're probably wondering what is going to happen to my horse. Is it going to get a new stat? So horses obtained before the update will have the standard height, which is how they are sized right now. And what if you want to change your horse's height? Well, there's going to be a height potion that will be able to change the height of your horse to anything within the breed's available range. So if you are unhappy with the height of your horse, you can get a height potion to change that height. Okay, anyways, that is all of the information that I have about the new horse height stat update. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It took me a little while to make with my research and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more Wild Horse Islands content, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye, everybody.